I refuse it any day, anytime.
Okay.
Gift Tillerman never died on Broad Street. She died somewhere else. They were brought on Broad Street. I say so. I, Solomon Claudius George.
There was report that Peterson Lama died from carbon monoxide. No, George, this autopsy report. Where do you also stand on that report?
I just told you.
Yes.
Only Jesus Christ will say that to me and I accept. Don't keep opening old wounds. I am very hurt because of that report. That report is very incorrect. I refuse to accept it. I will never accept it.
Gabriel had to go see to the mainland store.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post store?
Yeah. He said, I'm going to go see to the web mainland store to get money into the store. They will go take it from there. I said, my man, I'm only bad for the same lecture.
Then how can the police catch you now?
The police people? Before the man called me back, I was on the 18th. They more.
The same man now?
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal?
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the night, around about 8:30, the man called me. He said, oh, my man, I'll let you be I'll call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
You leave from your working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I go steal. I go to. Yeah. How you question me, man? The thing you want for me to explain, for you to understand, then you still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I see.
When they call you in the night now?
When the man call me in the night,
yeah.
He asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say, we are 3.
To the message, you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to
the message. You want to give you what?
Tea. Hot milk tea.
Oh, milk tea.
Yeah.
For you to drink.
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of fruit bread.
With egg inside.
With egg inside. My butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry to the man. When you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So the food make you now, you carry it so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right car. So one of my friends called me.
Yeah, the same man you going to now.
Yeah, the same man.
And the man say he want for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then they are 2 now.
In the Jeep.
In the Jeep. Then they are 2.
A big Jeep.
Yeah. Black DG. 4 doji.
4 doji.
Yeah. So when I clean the car now.
Air condition all inside.
No. Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the whole town now. You can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people like can here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you double in the question, because I say when I move from here, I'll free. You I say when I move from here, I'll free. You say I want to talk again. I wanted to make a whole talk to you, but you double in the question. Hi, land looking, hi, looking. Then you want force another more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office. I go explain.
I think you explain to me. You come to get. You say you carry tea to the man. After you carry tea to the man, you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I will not ver.
Nobody, you getting very. You say asking you too much question. Hey, they explain things. Say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer now, then you.
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, let's go ahead now.
Go to school. The English say I need the English.
Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Sorry.
Say Ali, you take time. You take time.
I'm taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
I said I can take time
to explain. Yeah, okay.
I'm not saying anything, but I hear Dylan. Dylan posted on his Facebook and LinkedIn page that he graduated from St. Peter Clever High School in Buchanan, 1989. Mm-hmm. When people show up from St. Peter Clever High School...
Was that not the case?
Oh, but brother, right now the evidence they don't show to you now. You ain't graduate from St. Peter again because the witnesses from St. Peter were overwhelming. They said, Dylan, you ain't graduate from high school. Why you lying? Then he suddenly went to Wellhurst. He said, oh no, I forget. I don't St. Peter I graduated from. That Wellhurst I graduated from now. You see, brother, how can one man graduate from 2 high schools in the same year? How is that possible, brother? It's not. So it shows that this brother...
Maybe he's a genius.
But if you say I too hard to your own driver,
You're being sarcastic.
That gets serious, brother. We will not do this in our country.
No, seriously.
Yeah, I can call you names of people who testify to the fact that Dillon did not graduate from St. Peter, for which he took down. He took down his first CV that indicated that he graduated from Wellhurst. I got a picture of that CV because Dillon was in a major debate with a colleague of mine called Lami Pagoy. It was Lami Pagoy who pushed Dillon. And then Dillon took down. He already took down the CV that said he graduated from Wellhurst. He graduated from St. Peter Clever High School in Buchanan. So that man who said he graduated from St. Peter Clever High School in Buchanan in 1989 turned around because witnesses showed that he did not graduate from St. Peter. And said he ran to Wellhurst and said, oh, that Wellhurst I graduated from now. But even at that, he is yet to show an authentic document like the YS certificate to convince us that he is a bona fide high school graduate. He has not done so. Even the document he submitted to Lok Shaba, the Indian Parliamentary Training Program, we are told that in that document, he claimed to have been a BSc holder in political science. Musa Velete stole 180,000 in tax money from the Liberian government, for which he was dragged to court 2010. 2012, he was announced convicted. This is the man also condemned by FIFA as a fraudster. This is the man who is in the midst of the CPP, and the CPP is not throwing what I call a cordon sanitaire around him. Now, if you have a guy who is a potential contaminant, and you have it in your midst, what do you think will happen? He will contaminate everybody. You know, this man is a walking corruption virus. Anything he comes in contact with, anything he touches, he contaminates. The CPP will be contaminated very soon. Because my own Liberty Party is now contaminated. People in the Liberty Party who took Peacock Trust from Ability, today they are defending him up and down the country. They are defending, even though they know Mr. Ability was condemned by FIFA for 10 years as a fraudster. Even though they know Mr. Ability was convicted of tax evasion, fraud. They still defending him because he was able to get them Peacock Trust.
Yeah, Prince Johnson nonsense. I'm not going to respond to that. We will call for welcome code here, and those who feel guilty will always feel some session. But every time you say welcome code, they say the ugly animal go bring water and baboons start making flowers. By the time you say welcome code, Prince Johnson feel that you're talking to him. If he say he did the right thing to protect his people, go say it before the court. At this point, the impunity in this country is emboldening people to even be more corrupt and do things and to hurt this country with no fear that justice will be meted against them. And so, at the mention of the name War and Economic Crimes Code, those who feel guilty at heart, even the Bible says, even the wicked flee when nobody running after them. At the mention of the name War Crimes Code, Prince Johnson goes into Irie. I think he will run away from session every session because every time I will remind us that we have to do War Crimes Code. We got the culture of impunity must come to an end. No, then they don't understand the issue. The issue is about the culture of impunity, transparency and accountability. Transparency and accountability. We're talking about
politics is not stagnant, it's revolving. If I said
A very good afternoon and a pleasant welcome to the Hard Talk on ABC Radio 105.1, the official voice of Atlantic Broadcasting Corporation. We broadcast live and direct from the corner of Broad and Buchanan Streets, downtown Monrovia. And so from just wherever you are this afternoon, whatever you're doing, the pleasure is ours to say welcome to the Monday's edition of the Hard Talk. Today is the 24th day of April, 2023. We'll have a jam-packed presentation on today. Too many happenings across the country. As you may know, the entire government is in Buchanan Grand Bassa County, for the cabinet retreat, we will attempt to speak with our reporter Jeff Weir, who is currently covering the cabinet retreat in Buchanan Grand Bassa County. A couple of other issues we have lined up in this presentation for you today. So relax, sit back, invite a friend to come on because this edition promises to be fascinating. Well, let me cross over to my colleague Anthony Q. Jeffron Jr. Coach, how are you today, man?
Well, I'm pretty good this afternoon.
Yeah.
It's on a Monday. It's often said that nobody likes Monday, but I know we love all of the days because those days afford us opportunity to come and do the job of the Liberian people. So I'm good as always. Today, like you said, is a very jam-packed presentation. And so if you have not followed any interesting and fascinating presentation, just make a stop and get the best you deserve in radio listening. Well, yeah, with that being said, should I announce?
Yes, what do we have on the plate?
Okay, so
for the first segment, we'll do a studio chat.
Yes.
And then afford the opportunity
we'll talk to Jeff
to the audience to weigh in.
Yes. The President of Liberia, His Excellency Dr. George Mani Weah, is presiding over I don't know, should I say an emergency, but let me say a cabinet meeting.
Yes, they call it an emergency cabinet retreat.
Yes, in the port city of Buchanan Grand Bassa County. And so Jeff Weah is there. We'll talk to him. Along the way, we were also ahead of the selection of former Vice President Joseph Boakai because he should be selecting his running mate.
His vice running mate.
Vice presidential aspirant, or maybe candidate, some may say. But as far as we know, he'll be selecting his running mate any moment from now.
In fact, he himself wrote that on his official Facebook page.
Yes. So we will be looking at some of those who are lining up for that opportunity. Whilst you Liberian, what you think, who do you believe in, who you think the vice president, the former vice president should be picking to pair with him on the Unity Party ticket, maybe to change the code of how do I place that in the right way, but to change President George Weah, because I know people will believe those they can trust and follow them. Again, yes, and then at 5 o'clock, we are expected to have Dekonti Woto. Dekonti Woto is one of the guys who is at the forefront of the entire advocacy for the beaches and waterways project workers. And so he will be with us here this evening and he's going to be explaining why they should be included, on what basis are they demanding for their inclusion in the new project, the TC project, instituted by the Ministry of Youth and Sports and so to say the Liberian government. And so he'll be telling us, he will be convincing, maybe the ministry, the government, why they should not be left out. And so we will talk about that. But on our wise words now, we have this. It says opportunity is always knocking. The problem is that most people have the self-doubt station in their heads. Turn up. Wow, this is okay. Let me leave this. I thought to pick one short and very sweet one, right? This one say, it always seems impossible until it's done. It always seems impossible until it is done. And sometimes you want to apply for certain job. Say, yeah, man. People that are applying for that job say, man, I get cars, but man, I get car. But go there. And now the car go and do what you can do. Sometimes when you apply, those you think should be selected, you are selected. And so That's why we had today too. But this one say
Thank you.
opportunity is always knocking. The problem is that the most people have the self-doubt station in their heads turn up way too loud to hear it. What is it saying? Opportunity is always knocking. That means it's always at your doorstep. But the more you have doubt, similar to this one, the more you have doubt in your mind that you can make it.
Yeah, you miss out on those opportunities that will
Yes,
come.
it kept making you to go back and back. Or at the end of the day, you miss out. And when you are going, it's a minute, but you wasted time.
Yeah. Great. Thank you so much, Antonin, for those wise words of the day. It's a regular feature on the Hard Talk on ABC Radio 105.1. We are the official voice of Atlantic Broadcasting Corporation. We are striving for peace and harmony. And listen, Antonin, like you clearly stated, on the first segment of the show today, we'll be putting a spotlight on the Unity Party's Friday's pronouncement.
Yes.
Well, it's been announced that Friday will be D-Day for all partisans of the Unity Party, partisans and supporters of the Unity Party.
Right.
On Friday, former Vice President Joseph Yoma Boaka will be announcing his running mate as we approach the October elections. But the question is, or there has been speculations across the country, or across social media as well, as to who will become the vice running mate to former Vice President Joe Boaka, who is the standard bearer of the Unity Party. At some point in time, the name of Henry Costa popped up, Yomli Kanga Lawrence, and Jeremiah Cohn.
Jeremiah Cohn.
Yes, and other individuals as well.
Others are suggesting
Tiawong Gonglo and all like that.
Yes.
But so we'll have a clear conversation very shortly surrounding that. And this speculation is all across Antonin about Jeremiah Cohn. So the question is,
he could be picked.
Yeah.
But Theo,
let's
try to talk to Jeff.
Okay, Jeff is on the line. Let's talk to Jeff.
Let's talk to Jeff, and then let's talk to Jeff quickly, and then we. So Jefferson Weah is on the line.
Jefferson Weah is our reporter covering the ongoing cabinet retreat in Buchanan Grand Bassa County. Jeff, I would appreciate you to just walk away a little bit. We're having feedback coming in. It's not good for the radio, Jeff. Jefferson Weah, are you there? Yes, good afternoon.
Am I okay now?
Very well. Good afternoon and welcome to the program. How is Buchanan Grand Bassa County at the moment? And how are you as well?
Thank you. Good afternoon to you and Jeffan. Buchanan City is okay. As the city is being called the city of hospitality. Indeed, the people of Grand Bassa hospitable people, and the city is calm and the atmosphere is okay. All I can see from here, I'm okay as well.
All right, Jefferson, today was the start of the cabinet retreat in a part of the country. I'm sure you covered the opening section. Just bring us up to speed very quickly.
Okay, so as you stated this morning, there were some series of preparations that went on prior to the arrival of the president. There was some cleaning up around the entire building, and then we saw arrival of guest government officials. As a matter of fact, cabinet ministers and SOEs as well, Staple Enterprises, the head of those enterprises, they were arriving, and around 10:30 to 11 o'clock, we saw the arrival of President. As you may be aware, the Vice President, she's there in the southeastern part. She had to be here for this meeting today, so she came ahead of the president, and when she arrived, she greeted normally as she does, and then we saw also the arrival of the president. But then before the president came, there were some security measures being put in place, and there were some movements that were being restricted. As you may know, the administrative hall here on the campground, it has two driveways, and so one way were being restricted. It was just being restricted that there is no movement, there are no cars, no motorbike, no other vehicle, commercial commercial vehicle will use their SAR, and so the securities, the police were there. They were just directing every vehicle that will come, especially commercial vehicles and bike riders. They were restricted not to use the end going toward the stadium, so they were just using the other side. And so it was like that until the president arrived. And so when the president came, he entered the hall. But from what I saw, the president was not in his normal mood. As you may be aware, Theo and Jeffan, whenever the president arrives somewhere, you will see excitement in the president, and he will be kind of like smiling. But the president was not. I did not see that smile from the president this morning when he arrived. And so he entered the hall and he took his seat. And then there was a welcome remark done by the superintendent, John J. Bakwe. Superintendent John J. Bakwe greeted the president, and then he welcomed the president. He turned over the gavel of authority over to the president. And then the president received it. While we were in the hall, the president received the gavel. We were asked that all journalists should leave. The only thing was to leave. So the president told us, journalists, you can take your photo and then just leave us because we're going to have our meetings and we don't want any coverage. So that was just it for the hall while we were inside.
Okay, so that means you were not in the hall doing the deliberations, right? Doing the presentation of those ministers and directors.
Yeah, so this is what happened, right? Apparently, one would think, would say or imagine that the president will want to say, because normally when there is a retreat, the cabinet retreat like this, the ministers and the directors and commissioners from various agencies will come and report to the president on gains they have made.
Yes.
And then they will do some deliverables, and then they will plan on what to do before the next meeting. So sometimes you will see the president will lash at some government officials and say, hey, you are not performing, you need to step on your game, you are not doing this. And so some of those issues I believe were being discussed, and then also looking at the president.
Jeff, are you saying to us that Jeff Weir, are you saying in essence that those issues were discussed behind closed doors or what?
Yes, those issues were discussed behind closed doors. We were not in. All journalists were asked to come outside.
Okay, because I recall very well the last cabinet retreat I was in Gantanima County, a similar thing happened.
Yes, exactly. So what we just imagine that exactly some of those things will, because the president will not just be happy at all times. Looking at the state of the economy at times, some
Jefferson?
so will overly perform. And so yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so those are some of the things one would think that were being discussed in there. And so when we got outside, we spoke with, I had the opportunity to speak with the Honorable Ben Fofana, Deputy Minister for Information there. I spoke with him.
Bwaka Fofana. Is it Bwaka Fofana?
Sorry, Bwaka Fofana.
Okay.
Yeah, Bwaka Fofana. Yes. So I spoke with Bwaka.
Wow.
The line is breaking up.
Yeah, Jeff, it's way there.
The line is breaking up. Perhaps network could be the problem. The line is breaking up. Well, hope Jeff will rejoin us very shortly. You're listening to the Hard Talk on ABC Radio 105.1, the official voice of Atlantic Broadcasting Corporation. My name is Theo Williams. My colleague is Anthony Jeff and Juntley. Jeff is back. Go ahead, Jeff. You were in flight when the network interrupted. Go ahead.
Yes. So as I was saying, I had the meeting. I had the discussion with him when I talked to him. He mentioned some of those things. The president had to meet up with these people. They have to update the president. The president has to tell you, you're not performing. You're not doing this. Because of you, I am being, lashed at. Because income, everything. They will always lash. Some people will lash at the government. Some people say you're not doing this. So some of those things were being discussed.
Okay.
Why is it that there is no one always at your own institution? Why is it that this is happening at your place?
Okay. So the retreat is expected to continue tomorrow, and when is it going to climax?
Yes. And then you.
Wow.
Go ahead. I was asking the retreat will continue tomorrow. When is it going to climax?
Yeah, so the meeting is continue to it will continue tomorrow. Hopefully we might likely leave from here tomorrow, or it will end on Wednesday.
Okay.
It might likely continue up to Wednesday.
Okay.
And I also had the opportunity to go to the Monrovia Junction there. You know, the road leading from
Buchanan to
The network is a problem. Let's leave it at that, Jeff. We can
So
continue
I
with
wanted
Jeff.
to ask,
I think the
I
message
wanted
was
to
clear.
ask Jeff, you know, when the president arrived in your county, maybe for an occasion, the euphoria of the place, how the people engage the president, while some of those things bystanders, locals are saying. I wanted to add Jeff, but you know,
Yeah.
that's it. The network cannot
Yeah, could not
permit
permit us, yes.
But
But Jeff
that's it.
reported that the president did not wear his usual smile.
No, I'm not talking about the president, yo.
Yeah.
The president, apparently, like Jeff said, according to the interview they have with Bwaka Fofana, who's the Deputy Minister for Information Ministry, you are aware that apparently the president is not happy maybe with how things are happening in the government.
So can we say some harsh decisions will be taken or what? So steps will be taken?
But those are things that people always call for. We should not just hope for that, but we should not just hope that the president will make some changes or take some hard decisions. But we should always say when there are mistakes, when people are not performing, because those who are appointed in government, they are appointed to do the job of the Liberian people. They are there to work in the interest of the president. Because if you are not working in the interest of the president, the people will not talk to you directly. They'll be talking to the president, because in Liberia, we've never seen representative, we've never seen minister, we've never seen director. All of the time, the president, forgetting to know that the president sent TO to information ministry to ensure that the workings of the government are propagated soundly, ensuring the president might send a Smith to Ministry of Finance to ensure that the fiscal policy of this country is managed and dealt with properly. But unfortunately, some of those the president will send to areas of assignment, they wouldn't do what they should be doing. For example, somebody will work on and say rule of law is not respected. Is that the president? The Minister of Justice should be held accountable for that. Somebody will say no good rule. Is that the president? The Minister of Public Works should be held accountable for that. So when the president realizes, for instance, that Anthony Jefferson is not working as to the expectation of the Liberian people, and me, who is the president should make the necessary change so that his government will not continue to be lashed out for the sake or for the interest of others who are not doing what they should be doing.
Great. So back to our previous talking point, Anthony. We just took Jeff as part of the lineup. Well, let's come back to our previous discussion, the studio chat. We were talking about the Unity Party playing program on Friday, and it is highly expected.
Yeah.
I was around town today trying to eavesdrop some conversations around town, and I heard that it is most likely that former Vice President Joe Bwaka will pick Jeremiah Cohn as his running mate. Well, we don't want to jump the gun, but at times people say when people speculate here, it means they have some level of information from inside. And so you can also rule that out. So we are watching. We want to ensure, or we will watch out to see how it's going to play out in the final analysis
it's always said
on Friday. But the thing is, Jeffan,
yes.
the thing is, if Ambassador Joe Bwaka were to pick Jeremiah Cohn, what would be the reception amongst Liberians or amongst partisans of the Unity Party? I was concerned. I was asking myself, when did he came to the limelight in politics? What has been his role within the collaboration since the foundation of the collaboration? What has been his contribution? And I mean, those are questions that came to my mind.
And my own question would be, what is a base?
Yes, his constituent, political constituent.
One may argue that he comes from Nimba, and Nimba is a vote-rich county. Now, how did he become Yeah, how did he become senator?
Mind you, Mr. Kong was a member of the CDC before, right?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
I recall the last cabinet retreat that was held in Gantanima County. He was part of the tour. He spoke at a particular event in Bopie, Nima County.
Okay.
It was Jeremiah Kong and this other guy from Nima, District 4 lawmaker. How do you call him? Gompu Gagon.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, the both men were at that program in Bopie, Nima County. And the thing about it is that, Anthony, there will be too many concerns, too many questions.
Yeah.
I don't know how Unity Party partisans or supporters of Unity Party will embrace what we are hearing, if that should be the case. I don't know how they will embrace it, what we are hearing, if that would be the case, or if that should be the case of what we're hearing. I don't know how some party stars and supporters of the party will receive what will be announced by Ambassador Bwaka on Friday. So all ears are open. We'll be there to pick it up.
Yes, we waited.
And to inform you, the audience. I mean, those are basic questions we thought to ask that came to our minds.
Yes.
And we want you, Liberians, to be a part of it. Let's hear from you. What is your anticipation? Who do you think will be selected?
Yes. So as we try to go to the line still, I want to make I want to do a specific analysis of the three names, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to
Yomdi Kanga. Let's start with Yomdi Kanga Lawrence.
I want us to start with Hendren Costa.
Yeah, okay, Pedro.
Pedro Costa, Nick Kimau, or recent. To some extent, I want to say that it met serious resistance.
Yeah, stiff resistance, if I will put it that way.
Yes, from supporters of.
There were barrage of criticism.
The vice president.
Yes.
The former vice president. So, the first question is, in politics, you look for number.
Yes.
In politics,
it's about numbers,
you look at face.
Election is about numbers, yeah.
Who is easily sold to the people? Who can bring to my number a number that can make us to win? Those are questions you ask before you affiliate yourself with anyone in politics. So the first thing is, what is Hendren Costa base? One may say Costa is well known across Liberia. Yes.
Yeah, he claimed to be
yes,
a political commentator.
I will agree with anybody.
And he's a fear critic of the government and all like that.
Yes. I will agree with anybody who will say Costa is should I say, yeah, it's well known across Liberia. Yes. And there is one reason why Costa is well known. A man who said on radio, who advocate for the people in his belief, because make no mistake now, I'm not going to speak for him, but believing that he advocating for the people, for believing that he advocating for the vast majority of the people, everybody will want to listen to him because they feel that today when Costa is coming, or he's coming to talk for us, either he's bringing something out about this person. So let's follow him. In fact, Costa is known across, if not all over Africa, but in some other African countries or other countries across the world, because he run his show on Facebook. There are people in Germany, in Asia, in other places that follow. And so, if you want to consider his political base, Mr. Costa contested in
District 6.
District 6 in the 2017 election. Mr. Costa lost to Representative Samuel Enos,
the incumbent lawmaker.
What position did Costa
and that
finish
defeat
in the
was
election?
massive.
No one can now tell you whether Costa was second or third place. In fact, it is not even believed that Costa accumulated 1,000 votes in the election. That's the first thing. Of recent, he has been talking about senatorial seat for Mossorala County. Many person question whether Mr. Costa can even win Mossorala County when in fact he could not win
District 6.
District 6. When in fact he could not win District 6. He has to lost to Representative Enos. What base does he has? Where is he going? What is he bringing to the former vice president?
In terms of the numbers,
yeah,
in terms of votes.
What is he adding?
So
well,
that clearly suggests that he has no political constituent.
Right. Now
you don't have the number.
Now let's go to Jeremiah Kong. Jeremiah Kong is from Nimba County.
And a former member of the CDC as well.
Undisputedly, Nimba County is the second largest vote-rich county next to Mosquito County.
Mm-hmm. Then you come to Lofa and other counties.
Jeremiah Kong won the May 10 senatorial election.
Oh, yeah.
Replacing, defeating, who did he defeat? But Jeremiah Kong won the May 10 senatorial election in 2020. Before then, he was representative. He got support from the CDC.
Mm-hmm.
The CDC did not feature anyone in Nimba County because they wanted Jeremiah Kong to win the election. So they put their foot. I remember the CDC said, we are not feuding candidate in Nimba County, but we are supporting somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the end of the day, Jeremiah Kong won the election. He affiliated briefly with CDC.
And that was how he came to the limelight, Anthony.
Of course, yes.
That was how he surfaced
though he was
politically.
Though he was already representative.
Mm-hmm.
So, getting support from Senator Prince Johnson, who is the political godfather, no one can ever argue that for now until otherwise.
No, that was disputed. I don't want us to go into that because
we
Larry Younger have disputed that terms with our numbers. So I don't want us to stick to that saying, Anthony. Let's proceed with your analysis.
So Theo, he's also been supported by Senator Prince Johnson, who is, let me say, quote unquote, the political godfather of Nimba County. But today, he's going to the CPP, not CPP, but the Unity Party.
Let's look at him. What role did he play?
Yes, no.
During the entire foundation of the collaborating political parties.
We come into that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so because he's now getting to, no, but he can't do role play. He has played no role.
No role, absolutely no role.
From the formulation of the collaborating political parties, or in fact, because now it is not CPP.
So can we say it's going to be a mismatch if he's picked by former Vice President Joe Boakai? Will he be received by a vast majority of the opposition supporters?
Jeremiah Kong is now leaning on the side of Unity Party because his political godfather, Senator Prince Johnson, has broken tie
with the CDC
and now said he is going to support former Vice President Ambassador Joseph Boakai for that reason. For that reason, Jeremiah Kong, who is the political leader, of the MDR, Senator Prince Johnson being the chair of the governing council, will not go to Unity Party, and Jeremiah Kong go to CDC. So it will be a split in the party. Now he knows that he got elected as a result of the huge support given him by Prince Johnson. So he has to go there. Now, when you now pick Jeremiah, maybe many person might not look at they may just come in. Politics, it has to do with the interest of the country. If you believe that they may help us to win and can help us to deliver Liberia, well, you can carry him. It doesn't matter who was in the Unity Party first, who came second, right? But I look at his base. Does he have any political relevance in our country?
Is he leaning on the Prince Johnson factor? Those are questions.
Or he's depending on the Prince Johnson popularity. Now, I'm one person who believes that anyone who depends on any other person's popularity to get fame, mind you now, the day that person is no more, you yourself, your political dream or your popularity automatically died. So, what did he bring? Let's go to Nyomli Kanga Lawrence.
Yes. She has been in the CPP
Nyomli got elected
since its foundation.
Nyomli got elected.
And even in the midst of the controversies.
I don't want you to link them to CPP. They're no longer in CPP.
They put it on the CPP.
Don't spoil Joseph
No, I'm serious. Okay, go ahead, Anthony. Go ahead.
Joseph Boakai spoiled the CPP.
Go
Anyway,
ahead.
but that's not the argument.
Yeah, I mean, he provided no leadership at all.
Yes.
During his tenure as chairman of the CPP.
Yes.
Much was expected. He did not perform as expected.
So, Nyomli Kanga Lawrence got elected or got to the senatorial seat in 2013 after the passing of the former Senator John Whitfield.
Yeah, Whitfield.
So, Nyomli came in the picture she won, completed the term for Senator Wakefield in 2014. In 2017, normally they now go for election. You see? No. Normally they now go for election in 2017 because she was elected. Wakefield was elected in 2011 for 9 years. So
she had to complete his tenure.
So in 2020, nobody now go for election. She went there to show herself after going for 7 years. After going for 7 years from Wakefield time, ending 7 years of Wakefield time, she now took the center stage. That because many times when people just come to political space, when you don't know them much, they can fool people, right? So people will vote for you, say, "Oh, I want daughter here." They voted for her at the first time, but now she served 7 years. They saw her. The people at Bassa knew her. Say, "Oh, but then we know the woman here." If she comes back to contest, now it becomes difficult when you didn't do anything, when you don't have grounds. If you are not grounded in the politics, for you to get a second round, then you have to be strong. So normally in 2020,
and got re-elected.
Had to contend with former Senate Pro Tem Besonga Finley.
Yes.
She went, she beat all odds and defeated Besonga Finley, who was already in government, just leaving government, leaving the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, being supported by the ruling party.
Heavily, yeah.
Almost all of the resources. And trust me, in that election, nobody had the financial support as compared to Besonga Finley.
And I recall very well Anthony President Weah was in Buchanan.
Of course.
Yes, at the rally, he was in Buchanan and told people of Bassa to support Finley.
And so, normally, Stuart Graham, in fact, with the coming in of Vincent Willie, who took most of the votes from the Wee district.
Yeah, we started to a district.
Imagine Vincent Quintero. So, at the end of the day, normally still took Graham Bassa, won Besonga and the rest of the guys who contested. Graham Bassa is one of the vote-rich county in Liberia.
Yeah.
Yet still, she maneuvered and she won. Now, normally it's listed. Baron Jeremiah Kong is listed. Hendrik Costa. Those are names that have been
What's the possibility, Anthony, if the former VP were to select Madam Kanga Lawrence, what's the possibility in having the entire Grand Bassa County or a huge portion of Grand Bassa County, I mean, in terms of votes? And what is the possibility as well if Mr. Kuhn is selected by former Vice President Joe Boakan? What's the possibility of
having
Nimba County or greater portion of Nimba County?
Unless
let's weigh the two. Yombly Kanga Lawrence
unless
and
Mr. Costa.
No, forget about Costa. He's out of the picture.
Whose constituent we can find. But anyway,
what's
someone
the
said to me, the people of Basel, they are more sophisticated in terms of making decisions as compared to the people of Nimba. But yeah, someone said that to me.
Okay.
They don't vote because you come from Basel. They vote because of what you can do. That's what someone said to me.
So ahead of the official naming of the vice running mate to Ambassador Joseph Yema Boakai on Friday has been announced.
So my only question is to you. All of these questions are for the public.
Yes.
We ask, what did Costa bring? What did Jeremiah Kong bring? What did Nyombli bring to the number of Joseph Boakai as she had the opportunity to be picked on Friday? Hello.
Yes. So that's it, folks. We want to know your own expectation. What do you anticipate as we wait for Friday, where the Unity Party will announce the vice running mate to the current standard bearer, Joseph Yema Boakai? What do you think? What are you anticipating? Who do you think will be selected? Is it Jeremiah Kong? If Kong, what do you think who is best suited? If it is Madam Yombly Kanga Lawrence, if it is Madam Yombly Kanga Lawrence, what do you think? What will be the consequences during the elections? Let's hear from you, Liberians. It's a time now to participate. Call us on those numbers: 0777 15100, 0555 105 100 and be live on the Hard Talk first segment. We just thought to engage your view on this one as we approach 5 o'clock. We'll be taking our guest very shortly. So let's hear from you, Anthony.
077-105-100-055-105.
We have the first caller on the line. Caller, yeah, good afternoon.
Go ahead. What's your name? Where you call from? 1 minute.
My name is Mohammed Watson, and I'm joining you from District 17.
Watson, what is the anticipation as Unity Party prepared to announce the running mate on Friday?
Well, the message is crystal clear that the Unity Party announcing the running mate on Friday. All of the three candidates that need amendment.
Let's do 1 minute, please. Let's rush on the time, please. We have lots of people in queue who want to participate as well.
As a running mate to Joseph Workers, I want to say to you for sure that all of them, they are qualified.
Who do you think, my brother? Three of them can go there. Who you think? All of them qualified, my man. Hello. All of them qualified. Who do you think? We're not taking all
What
three of them.
is your anticipation as we wait Friday?
Okay, thank you, Theo. Let's pick another person. All right,
Thank you. Let's take another caller
Thank
on this line. Let's stay with this line. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Mamoya, what is the anticipation as we wait Friday? Who do you think will be picked?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I'm not on a view there.
Hello.
Good afternoon. You have to please project the voice a little bit, please.
Hello.
Yes. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm George Harris speaking from Habel.
Go ahead, Harris. How are you today, Harris Habel?
Fine, thank God.
What is the anticipation as we wait Friday? All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. The line is now of the best quality, but I think his point went through. 077-105-100. 055-105-100. Let's take the ABC Radio Ambassador. Ambassador, how are you today? Oh,
Where you going Nimba for again?
photo Chucky.
Yes.
I want to photo Chucky.
For who? I asking you, I say, who you going to register
No,
for?
man, we're just trying to
That
pull your
fucker?
legs. Okay, let's go to the point, please. Let's go to the point. Yeah.
No, but listen.
What is anticipation, Anthony?
Theo,
Don't disturb the member.
No, the last time, no. Ambassador, I let the whole people on record. Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
the issue, please. We don't have the luxury of time. What is your anticipation ahead of Friday? Okay.
So look for
Thank you. Thank you,
ABC Radio
Ambassador.
105.1 official.
Yeah, go to Facebook
Facebook.
and just tap ABC Radio 105.1 official. Let me do justice. Let me take another caller here on this line. Line 2. Caller here, good afternoon. Welcome. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
My man, go
Is
ahead.
it?
My man, Theo, you won't waste your time on that man back. My man, that go the message. This go one you get called back. The first name, know why I'm talking. My man, that's a different person back.
Oh, so it means he's talking something else, right? I'm not really understanding the guy.
I the message. This go one you get called back.
Oh, my man. Some people just call on radio. Yeah, you just put the radio on pull. You just call.
So you know what I was saying about the ambassador, man? Theo,
Yeah,
I want to put him on the spotlight. You remember when we had Emmanuel Barnes here?
I think you will smoke. Welcome. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
No,
What?
who be your fellow policy?
My man, what I told you today, so.
My man,
Welcome, man. Thanks for joining
Thank
us.
you. We're not fellow policy.
No, these things happen at times. Sometimes you
Go
get tongue
ahead.
twisted. Oh, okay. So,
Okay.
what kind of party say you calling us now? Oh, Bondo.
Okay.
What is anticipation, Bono, as we wait Friday? Friday will be the official announcement of the running mate to Ambassador Bwaka. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you monitor the stability on Spook FM. They say they are just waiting. As soon as they the young is doing a transfer, then they will that thing they will take what to put will be breaking that thing on the it isn't happening in Lofa.
Oh, okay.
So for that reason, I prefer Jeremiah Cook to be a next vice president of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay. Thank you very kindly for your participation. One or two more calls, Anthony. It's almost 5 o'clock.
Yes, but we
you're
have to
talking about Ambassador. What I meant there?
Yeah, so I want to put Ambassador on the spotlight, right? You, Ambassador. You remember when we had Emmanuel Barnes on the show?
Yeah, Barnes.
From District 14.
Yeah, Barnes. I remember.
What did he say? He said he will vote for Emmanuel Barnes.
Oh.
So I asked him, Ambassador, I asked him, Ambassador, you register. So our next guest will be Deconti Woto. Woto will join us at 5:05. I asked him, you register in District 14? He said, yeah, different. I get my card here.
I see me saying when him out.
Yeah, so I want to ask that double registration. Man, you that biometric.
I forgot, man. I shall give you a chance to. Yeah. I remember Ambassador said that.
Oh, my man.
He was so impressed about the deliberation of Barnes.
Yes.
And he phoned in that day. I remember very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you pressed support to the mail.
So that he telling us say you're responsible. Well, we say you're responsible now. You're responsible. But remember the thing you said the other day? You're changing it, you go in Nimba and District 2. You're going to register for another person that you say you trust. But you're listening to the Hard Talk. It's on ABC Radio 105.1.
Yeah, guess what? Our PUP minute. This thing is taking another trend for.
PUP?
Yeah. PLP, sorry.
PLP minute.
PLP. Today, Jerry Colley. I spoke with Jerry Colley on today. But before speaking with Colley, the People's Liberation Party, with immediate effect issue, also suspended 6 of 8 executives for time indefinite. And Jerry was one of those affected. Yes. Wow. By the suspension. Yes. Let me just read a few lines of the release. Over the weekend, actually, it was over the weekend.
Okay.
The People's Liberation Party has with immediate effect suspended 6 of 8 executives for time indefinite following the alleged ganging against the decision taken by the party to endorse the second-term bid of President George Weah. It can be recalled Jerry Colley, former Bond County chairman of the party, accused some executives of receiving huge sum of money from President Weah and his government to support his re-election. But in a statement issued in Monrovia under the signature of its national chairman Bernard Benson, the party also suspended Mohammed Bility, former chairman Margibi County, Emmanuel Green, former chairman Grenkema County, and Oscar Holmes, former chairman Bomi County. Other suspended executives were Evelyn Yakoli Moses, former chair Nima County, and Ibrahim Salih, former chair Montserrat County. The party disclosed that it is disturbed by the recent radio statements made by Jerry Colley, former chairman of the PLP Bond County chapter. The chairpersons of counties were not in the know of the party's decision to join the Coalition for Democratic Change and for the declaration of support for President George Weah re-election bid. And so that's it. There was a statement released over the weekend by the People's Liberation Party. Well, today I spoke with Jerry Colley. He should have been our guest on today, but he told me he was having a press conference at 1 o'clock today. I don't know how that press conference go. I'm trying to connect with Colley to see whether we can speak with him briefly. But let's take this break. Following the break, we will probably try to establish contact with Jerry Colley. Let's know what his reaction or what his response to this recent statement released over the weekend by the chairman of the party, Mr. Bernard Benson.
No one county chairman can tell you between he and his God that he saw the framework document and know what is in the framework document. But let me
listen to us now. Help us that we may never lose the ground. Lord, listen to us now. Hear us, let everybody hear us out. Let everybody say,
fight at the end, we conquer. When hard times come, our faith grows stronger. My people take heart, all is not lost. No matter the case, be it viruses or wars. We a bunch of Davids surrounded by Goliaths. Farm frontiers, we have no borders. Stay positive, my message should be the strong survive, and that's you and me.
We are one people, let's come together. Together the stronger we save life. That you and me and you together, that's one. That you and me and you together, that's one.
Fata kaguhama, imai honga ipa, ngakoya baya name, gofrangi kakama ipola, kavugaya yepa, kaguhama, ngakoya baya name, gofrangi kakama ipola.
Lord, listen to us now, help us that we may never lose our ground. Lord, listen to us now, hear us, let everybody hear the sound, everybody say.
Our nation weeping, can't you see our people are dying? You need to give a one good reason. Hope is something to believe in. We hope we can fight this. Believe we gonna watch this. Believe one day we gonna celebrate. Never ever lose our motherland.
Clean hearts, clean hands. It's what we need to save this land. Let's take precautions, save this nation. It's time to take us there, yeah.
Sanitization is what we need. Cleaning everything around us, just like you see. Once we stick to the rules and don't break through, it's gonna be a better place for you and I. So have hope.
Yema, le bavre, ke pomo, banie, kazanzan, katiekon, ibolade, anikon, dase moué, me wasson, dase nyoué. One is on, I say bill. When I get you, I say bill.
Yeah. Lord, listen to us now. Help us that we may never lose our grounds.
Lord, listen to us now. Hear us. Everybody hear the sound.
Lord, listen to us now. Help us that we may never lose our ground.
Lord, listen to us now. Hear us, let everybody hear us out. Let everybody say.
Fellow Liberians, this is Dr. Kimmy Weeks. We must unite against this common enemy. This is our time and moment in our history when we must stand together. Neither politics nor painful differences should divide us. When we stand united against Ebola, we shall overcome and conquer. Fighting as one people, Liberia will surely rise again.
to us now. Help us that we may never lose our grounds. Lord, listen to us now. Hear us, let everybody hear the sound.
What are you doing now? I'm ready to go now. What are you? Hey. I'm ready.
Ah, lucky ball.
Wati dolula neni lady kere. Wati dolula, I do things that make you cry. True. And I mean say your love not in my heart. I take the blame, baby, wipe your eyes. Get up in it in your jump fama. Nene baby, no bad vibes. Nene I can tell you bye bye. Nene baby, no bad vibes. Jarabini dinya ye jump fama. Nene baby, no bad vibes. Nene I can tell you bye bye. Nene baby, no bad vibes. Dianya in the car, get it. Dianya gola kasima. Kanu do kagbere, kanu nyogola kasima ne na togoma. I'm not going nowhere, nowhere if you're not there. Anywhere I go, baby, I get you in my captain. Yeah, you together forever. And let nobody put us asunder. Got up in it in your jump from my Nene, baby, no bad vibes. Nene, I can tell you bye bye. Nene, baby, no bad vibes. Got up in it in your jump from my Nene, baby, no bad vibes. Nene, I can tell you bye bye. Nene, baby, no bad vibes. Bestie, you the one I want to see when I wake up from sleep. Baby, you my lovey, lovey, lovey. Nafe kilele yemba kunu somadara. Tell her we okay. Everybody I see, baby, tell her we okay. Tell her we okay. After the ring, we gon' be okay. Tell her we okay. Hey. Got up in it in your jump from my Nene, baby, no bad vibes. Nene, I can tell you bye bye. Nene, baby, no bad vibes. Got up in it in your jump from my Nene, baby, no bad vibes. Nene, I can tell you bye bye. Nene, baby, no bad vibes. Got up in it in your jump from my Nene, baby, no bad vibes. Nene, I can tell you bye bye. Nene, baby, no bad vibes. Got up in it in your jump from my Nene, baby, no bad vibes. Nene, I can tell you bye bye. Nene, baby, no bad vibes. Rokash, LBM.
Aquabacy, it's like a beat. Ah, lucky ball.
Wati dolula neni lady kere. Wati dolula, I do things that make you cry. True. And I mean say your love not in my heart. I take the blame, baby, wipe your eyes. Got up in it in your jump fama. Nene, baby, no bad vibes. Nene, I can tell you bye bye. Nene, baby, no bad vibes. Garabini dinya ye jam fama. Dinile baby, no bad vibes. Neni yo, I can tell you bye bye. Nenile baby, no bad vibes. Dianye ni the car get it. Dianye gola kasima. Kanu do car kanu nyagola kasima ne na togoma. I'm not going nowhere, nowhere if you're not there. Anywhere I go, baby, I get you in my kettle. Yeah, you together forever. And let nobody put us asunder. Carabinitin, yeah, jump from my. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. And yo, I can tell you bye bye. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. Carabinitin, yeah, jump from my. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. Nenny, yo, I can tell you bye bye. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. You know you my bestie, bestie, bestie. You the one I want to see when I wake up from sleep. Baby, you my lovey, lovey, lovey. La fe kilele ye bakunu samadara. That we okay. Everybody I see, baby, that we okay. That we okay. After the rain, we gon' be okay. That we okay. Hey, got up in the dinya, yeah, jump from my. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. Nenny, yo, I can tell you bye bye. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. Garabini dinya, yeah, jump from my. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. Nenny, yo, I can tell you bye bye. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. Garabini dinya, yeah, jump from my. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. Nenny, yo, I can tell you bye bye. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. Garabini dinya, yeah, jump from my. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. Nenny, yo, I can tell you bye bye. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. LPM.
Aquabacy is like a beats. Ah, lucky ball.
Wati dolula nenile dikere. Wati dolula, I do things that make you cry. True. And I mean say your love not in my heart. I take the blame, baby, wipe your eyes. Carabini dinya ye jump from my. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. Nenny, yo, I can tell you bye bye. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. Carabini dinya ye jump from my. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. Nenny, yo, I can tell you bye bye. Nenile, baby, no bad vibes. Dianye in the car get it. Dianye gola kasima. Kanu do kagbere kanu nyagola kasima de na togoma. I'm not going nowhere, nowhere if you're not there. Anywhere I go, baby, I get you in my kettle. Yeah, you together forever.
long do you intend to run with this?
No, listen to me. The mistake they will make to far NEC, I'm already at the NEC of the far that framework document to NEC that they are joined in collaborations with the CDC. We're going to file a document that the NEC should not accept their decision made until they should revoke it, until they can take the party to other courts, until for discussion. Other than that, we're going to sue, we're going to go to the Supreme Court. This thing is about party. This thing is about life. The only property somebody got in life is a character, is integrity.
Okay.
Behind the party with our blood and sweat, take risks to go in the bushes to recruit, to mobilize. People sit down right here doing nothing, liability on the party, making decisions for president, making decisions. But Father Kroma is a ballot-driven young man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you miss the late Dr. Dana Cassell? Finally.
Oh, okay. All right.
I cry in my heart. Dr. Cassell, oh, Dad, you are strong.
Okay.
Citizen, PLP partisan, remain focused. We are there. We'll settle the matter.
Captain Jerry
Okay.
Cody.
Okay, Captain. Thank you.
Captain Jerry Cody.
You have your men in there in the background.
Yes, yes.
They are chairpersons? They are county chairpersons? Okay. Oh. Okay.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you,
Captain.
Captain.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Captain Jerry Cody.
Captain Jerry Cody.
Hey, man, a firing general.
Yeah,
We don't have any time.
Yeah, exactly. Our guest is here.
I don't think we're going for a break. We join him directly.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, welcome to the Hard Talk on ABC Radio 105.1. Many persons from Newtown are following the broadcast via the radio and the internet. I'm receiving signal that we're following from somebody telling me I'm following closely from the borough of Newtown, Popo Beach community. Others saying I'm following from Newtown. Yes, so the Newtown people are on the line. Maybe they're waiting to hear from the head of the Beaches and Waterway project. Good evening, Mr. Woto. How you doing?
Yeah, Jefan. Good evening. I'm good.
Welcome to ABC Radio. This is your first appearance.
No,
in this building.
In this building,
Yes,
sure.
yes.
Yeah.
The last time you were up there.
Up Broad Street.
Well, you guys are agitating, putting pressure on the Ministry of Youth and Sports, by extension the government of Liberia, for inclusion into the whether the coastal sanitation project or the TC project. What is it?
I would not use the word agitating because we signed an MOU with national government.
Okay.
When this project called Beaches and Waterway came to a close, because of our thinking of what happened to us in the past. So we talked to the Minister of Youth and Sports, Minister Wilson, that Minister, it is important that we sign up to an agreement, and so that tomorrow, we can all be on the same path.
Okay.
So he agreed to that, and we signed up to the agreement. But this is what frustrating to us.
All right.
The frustrating part is that we sent an MOU to the minister through email. Okay? He received the email. They did all of the editing on the MOU. And then they presented this copy to us to sign.
Okay.
In the signing ceremony, my boss, who is George A. Young, asked the minister that this document be read so that we know exactly what we are doing. And the minister said, look, you don't have to waste our time here. We don't have time.
So you should just sign it?
We should sign. And
without reading?
Without reading. and if you watch Fortune TV, 2021 March 16, watch Fortune TV. That recording is on Fortune TV. You will see Julius Compton telling Young that you need to make it quick. Don't waste our time.
Julius Compton.
I called his name.
Okay.
Okay.
Julius is a journalist.
Is a journalist. All the journalists were part of that signing ceremony.
What part was he playing in
No,
the signing of your document?
what happened is that he went there to cover the program also.
How did he get involved with Rushing Young to Son?
I read it.
He only had to provide coverage.
I really don't know.
Okay.
So we signed the MOU, but there is an interesting thing in what we sent to Minister Wilson. We signed up in country to Minister Wilson
Yes.
that.
So you want me to read that? I
Yeah.
think I got something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm. Which says that on this agreement
Yeah.
or understanding,
Yeah.
the authorized workers were appealed for by the project leadership
Yeah.
that after concluding that area settlement,
Yeah.
they should be retained to continue the project as they have waived their wages to maintain peace and prove their sincere love for this government and country. The ministry accepted the appeal with condition that the old workers will be considered first. However, they should fit in the criteria set aside by the ministry, which was not disclosed to us. That is, you guys were saying it.
Yeah. So
the leadership.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what Minister Wilson did on his MOU that he did, look at country. I sent you the other copy.
Okay. Yes, I have the.
I sent you the second
I
copy.
have two different
Version
MOU
of the story.
The next one, the one that says 3. You said country, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 3. Let me run there. Okay. It says. Whereas both parties agree within this understanding that the authorized workers were appealed for by the service provider, that is the project leadership, you now.
Yeah.
That after conclusion of all area settlement, they should not retain or continue the project as they have waived their wishes to maintain peace and prove their sincere love for the country.
So how can I waive instead of me retaining? Then you say I should not retain.
So there is a conflict in the two documents.
So there is where we stand, and we are telling Minister Wilson that, look, Minister, we don't want problem. This country is peaceful, and the beach and waterway people, they are Liberians. They deserve better.
But can Ford here say, whereas in the version you're saying for Minister Wilson,
Yeah.
whereas both parties agree to accept the appeal with condition
Yeah.
that the old workers will be considered as authorized.
Authorized, yeah. Because they came from Madam Salif time. They have been there. They have been there
Right.
since 2011. So they have been called authorized, meaning that they are legitimate people. Okay? The unauthorized people are those ones that he say he doesn't know about. Right? That party brought in 2018.
So which one of the document you signed?
This was what Minister Wilson gave. This was what we signed.
Okay, the one that say you will not be retained.
Yeah. So when we took the document home, when we saw the document, we engaged him.
Okay.
And what happened is that last budget year,
Yes.
government kept their commitment to retain the beach and waterway.
Okay.
But what happened is that, okay, we now use the name beach and waterway. They put 1 million in the budget for coastal sanitation
All right.
last budget year. We were called to the Ministry of Youth and Sports. We carry some of our supervisors, about 65 persons, signed contract. Young and I came through from the contract. Those other guys were laid out. Other few people from around the other circle that were for and against. They had the sedition group against Young and I. They were all accepted. Packet, they were accepted. Garrison, then all of them were accepted. And then he took some number from the CDC party coordinators, around 55 persons. So that was the game. But our issue was not about Young and I.
Okay.
So when we were accepted, we raised the issue. Hello, Minister, this thing is not about Young and I. We have thousands of people who waive their money, right? They need to be factored in the process. He came to seal. When he came to seal, he had a discussion at seal. And then one Sylvester Wamplu from St. Paul's Bridge, engaging about the beach and waterway issue. And he says, look, Sylvester, if you can play a mediating role, I'm willing, my office is willing, it's open, call the guys, let's discuss. And we went in that meeting, and I was very clear to the minister. I said, Minister, you are on record of signing this agreement that our people will be retained. You are on video. So it is important that you live up to your commitment. And the minister talked to us and said, okay, we'll consider some people not coming. We'll see what we can do. We have that fruitful meeting. We left to no avail. So we decided to map pressure. We started mapping pressure. When the president had a county tour in Nuku Town, but then we were young and I was still on the TSC program. We are not in Haiti. We told our people. So we have to divert and go back home to our people. So we took our people to the President County tour to make a case at the St. Paul's Bridge Town Hall. Before that meeting, the CDC leadership in Nuku Town met us in our office and said, look, gentlemen, we beg you. We don't want you to do the thing like a protest. So we hold your full. So we say, okay, the only way we will not protest if the case can be made for our people. And I brought that suggestion. I said, Representative Sibo needs to speak to the president on the issue of our people. And the president will take it serious. Not any of you, not even us. And he did. That we commended him for. He raised the issue with the president, and the president took notice. The president left Nuku Town, came back to Nuku Town sharing our life jacket.
Yes.
We took our people there again, and Representative Sibo make another case. To the president.
I was there.
You were there. Very good. He make another case. We appreciated him for that. Government accepted to put another 1 million in coastal sanitation.
Making it 2 million.
No, it was for 1 million.
Okay.
So when we went back to him, we said, but more than 1 million, we are too many. It can make it.
They added 500,000.
And it added 1.5 million to make it 2.5 million.
Okay.
That is the issue. Now, just to come to a point, after we signed a document with Minister Wilson about our people, we had a strategic meeting at Ministry of Youth and Sports. Minister Wilson, Honorable Foko, Honorable George, Honorable Sibo, Young, and Gbede with Paki. But they had a separate meeting in the minister's office.
Okay. Who were those that had a meeting in the minister's office?
Honorable Sibo, Honorable Foko, and Honorable George, and Minister Wilson.
Okay, the three representatives.
They had a meeting.
Representing District 7,
9,
and 16.
And 16.
Okay.
They had a meeting. And they came from that meeting with different versions of the story.
But then what wrong that the three of you, Young.
We were full.
Okay.
We were left out. We don't know what happened in that meeting.
Why did they go for meeting and you who are the beach workers?
Leadership.
Who were the leadership who were appealing for the inclusion of your people. Of your people.
Yeah.
Why were you left out?
We don't know. Up to now, we don't know. The only thing that came from out of that meeting is Minister Wilson said he don't want to work with you and Young. That was the only thing that came from that meeting.
Who said that to you?
It was Representative George. Came to me.
Did he say to you on what basic?
Nothing. And if you do administrative law, you will know that a man should be here for his cause. You should tell the man what the man do. You understand, Jeffan? You should tell the man. But there was no cause. We just received that information, and it was shocking.
Okay.
After we're making frantic effort for our people, and this is what the minister is saying, okay, we hear it. But we signed an agreement with the minister anyway for our people to be included.
Okay.
So with the effort that we have been making, Representative Sibo went on the beach and talked to us. Say, look, general guys, you all need to present me your total listing.
Okay.
We'll be having meeting with the minister so that the minister will consider all of you. We presented that listing. They went to that meeting on Tuesday. What came out of that meeting at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, we don't know, on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we got a call in the night that, look, gentlemen, the issue that happened in that meeting is different. The way you guys looking at it is not how it is.
Who Who was saying that to you?
We got a call.
Okay,
You
okay.
know, you know the
strategic
whistleblower
call.
act is
Okay.
is protected under the law.
So you had a strategic call.
We got a strategic call.
Okay.
And so we knew that something else was interplaying.
So what does that mean? It means that they were telling you that what you heard from the meeting that it will be this way is on the opposite.
It's on the opposite.
Now they want to push you up.
Very good. And not just us. They want to take certain number from the people.
Okay.
Then that Good Friday, Minister Wilson did a press conference and they posted it. And when we saw the press conference, then we knew exactly what happened in that meeting. That certain number of beach and waterway will be considered. So our concern came. Who are those certain number that will be considered?
Okay.
And why is it that Representative Sibo have now revealed this thing to us for us to sit on the table and discuss it? Why? It was how we decided to inform the people, and the people got annoyed and said, but this thing we need to tell the president.
So now you've informed your people that the way you're seeing it, you're not looking at that again.
You're not looking at that.
Story and change.
The story changed.
Okay.
And in fact, we got information that Representative Sibo received 680 names to recruit in Nuku Town.
680 names.
680.
How many percent do you have in Nuku Town?
We have 1,154, excluding some supervisors that are on Hotel Africa payroll but working in Nuku Town.
So you have 1,000. You have
1,154.
Representative Sibo has received 650.
And 80.
680.
Yeah.
Leaving out 500 plus.
They may go to 600 plus if we bring the Hotel Africa supervisor like Augustine Daniel, they were in Nuku Town but they are not on Hotel Africa payroll.
Yeah.
If we bring them back. Okay. So now the critical issue now is Minister Wilson was on ELBC. He was very clear. After we told the people got angry and they said they will go to the president's place to let the president know what is about to happen. Okay? The minister, a day before the people gathering at the president's place, the minister on ELBC.
Yes.
And said, look, nobody must listen to Young and Woto. You don't follow Young and Woto. You go to Representative Sibo's house. He will recruit you people. You don't listen to those guys. But what happened is that we have been in the interest of these people. It is not a day that we think about only ourselves, excluding the people. That was why even when the TESI program, when we were incorporated, we started advocating for our people to be included. You understand what I'm saying, Jevan? So based upon that, the whole issue burst. How will this 680 person be recruited?
Okay.
Early in the morning, K. Bodre Jajine called Yon and I. He said, gentlemen, I received mandate. I will be recruiting 750 persons. Now 680 again.
Okay.
The story go up.
750.
750.
So that means you'll be leaving out 454%.
According to him.
Almost 500.
According to him. Okay. So I posted a question to Bodrick. I said, Bodrick, he said, yeah. I said, who gave you the mandate to do the recruitment? He said, Representative Sibo. I said, wow. So what the minister is saying is what's going on. Okay, 1. 2, we signed up to an agreement that the old worker will be considered. Okay. This recruitment that you are going to do, they said the old worker you are going to recruit, or you are going to recruit the unauthorized people that Minister Wilson was speaking about. He said you're going to recruit beach and waterway people. I said 3, Ministry of Youth and Sports from their TESI program that is not in the budget, but they were using coastal sanitation money. They have their supervisor making $250. Beach and waterway have their supervisor making $125. One TESI supervisor can pay 2 beaches and waterway supervisors. So, are you going to merge the TESI supervisor with the beach and waterway supervisor, Bodrick? He said, no. In fact, TESI already get only 8 supervisors will be working. So the other people will be manual workers. So I said, we have about 71 supervisors in Nuku Town. What becomes of them? So when we ask all of those technical questions, then we're able to be clear to Kwake and say, look, we are not part of this because we see fiscal problem.
But Woto, before you continue, prior to you signing the memorandum of understanding, that that brought to an end the beach and waterway project.
Yeah.
Maybe establishing the coastal sanitation or TC program, taxi program, however you may call that. What was the reason? What was the main goal for which the beaches and waterway project was closed to ensure that a new project opened? What did you understand about that?
Okay, there were a few things that went on. One, there were malicious lies that the beach and waterway, even Representative Sibo on radio, that there are so ghost names on the payroll.
Okay.
One. Two, the payroll was flooded. You came to us, and in 2018 we incorporated your people. The payroll got flooded, right? Now the minister say, okay. So we told the minister, we say, look, minister, say we're going towards the first $1 million payment. What you do? Those two communities, what they say, they are ghost community, Coast Guard base and Riverside. Don't pay those communities. You understand? Since they say those people belong to Young and I, don't pay that community. They shouldn't take pay. Let the other community take pay. You know what happened?
Yeah.
Bonu Rare went to the minister and say, Minister, Riverside, our people then there. Minister say, your people to Riverside? After you told me that those people now exist, that was where the conflict came. So the minister got to understand the truth. That, people were there, but people were using politics out of what were interplaying with the people. So government closed the program down to restructure the program. So that as we restructure, even there was a restructure committee set up by the Ministry of Youth and Sports.
Was the new program intended to put people, to increase the number of people on the job or to reduce them?
The MOU said they will be retained.
Okay.
So to be retained means you have to keep that number. When you retain something, you keep it.
Yeah, that means
in the same form.
You should be adding other people to that number. But what is already existing will already be there.
You can't change it. That is why I've been very clear, whether on the social media or on the radio, that look, Minister Wilson, the only way we can solve this thing is on the table. One. Two, there is no way that you can drop any of our people because we signed an agreement with you. An attempt to drop them means that we'll be telling government, pay their 11 months money, those that you are dropping, and then those that are going to work, let them work. That will be our next argument. So if you don't want that argument to exist, if you want to kill that argument, it means that you have to incorporate all of our people. They need to be retained. As a matter of fact, that 2.5 million can cover our people. If we sit on the table and do all of the analysis, if we do all of the mathematics, we can cover those people. One, taxi supervisors, they are making $250. Beach and waterway supervisors are making $125. You're going to be paying people $250. 2 person money, 1 person going to receive it. Why can't we sit on the table, send the people are many, and do some adjustment?
So that means you want to increase the number of people who are working, give more people.
They want to drop people.
No, I'm talking about your agreement. You're talking about now.
Yeah, so that it can incorporate other people.
Give more people job. They make more money in the form of the harmonization.
Yeah.
Reduce the
to keep them on.
The people pay, and then more people come on the payroll.
To keep them on.
Okay.
But if you come out with a plan that you want to drop them, see the other frustrating issue. We got serious issue in Mosorado County, and the minister is going to name out this project. The minister is going to be canna with this project. Why can't you settle Mosorado? Why? Why can't you settle Mosorado?
What are you seeing from the action of the minister and the lawmakers? What are you sensing?
I'm sensing that they are not in the interest of the people.
Why are they getting you off the project and they themselves want to control it this time around, the representatives?
I think in popular administration, people should understand that you got demarcation responsibility.
Okay.
It is not a lawmaker responsibility to go be recruiting people, then people going to your house with listing. No, it's wrong. Beaches and Waterway got an office in Nikutan. As a matter of fact, you have been there.
I saw a divided group today in
Okay.
Nikutan.
Yeah,
I was
because
able to visit the various beaches today. I went to In fact, I was able to walk around in Florida.
Okay.
I reached as far as the Chemekpake place. I met a group of women, young men working for the Beaches and Waterway project. And I also went somewhere that you people normally assemble on one tree there around the beach.
Yeah,
And
Florida.
I met a huge number of persons there. They were in conversation with young.
Okay.
Why are you guys divided? If you're talking for the people.
That is the game of Minister Wilson. You know the divide and rule game now.
Okay.
So the other group here will receive pay. The other group will not receive pay. So if you want to get pay, go to Packet Place.
How long are you going to go for this?
As long as the minister will choose to listen to what we are saying.
So why if they recruit their 750 person and the rest of your people
But that
are
700,
left out?
that 750 persons are just far to say, Jeffan. The real number is there. Somebody just called the other guy and he said the person will recruit 600 persons.
So as it is, what if the number of persons you advocating for are not considered? What else will you do?
We got so many things on our agenda.
Do we intend to go to court with the government?
Yeah, it's one of our options. But before we reach to that, we will implore all of our radical move.
By staging protest.
The next protest, our next peaceful gathering will be at Minister Wilson's office.
Let's take a few calls.
We will sit there until he gave the people their money.
Let's take a few calls. We have less time. We have 6 minutes to go. 0777 105 100 0777 105 100 0555 105 100. You listen to Mr. Deconti Woto. Is one of the heads of the Beaches and Waterway project that was closed, still advocating for the inclusion as per the memorandum of understanding signed between the government of Liberia and the service provider, that is the Beaches and Waterways workers. Let's hear from you. We will take few calls, 1 minute to a call, please. We'll take few calls, then we will end on today's edition. Hello. What's your name? Where you call from? Go ahead, Augustine. Okay. All right. Thank you. 0777 105 100 0555 105 100. Hello. Good evening. What's your name? Go ahead. Do you have some workers there too?
Yeah, we got people to increase. Yeah, one of the workers there.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Let's pick up another person. Hello. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Go ahead, Jala.
The last place we want to tackle before the election, maybe he think that when he divide the Beaches and Waterway, he will succeed in becoming the next representative after coming to the city. I can tell you a place there on your Bible. For the minister of youth exposure, we don't want to stop only doing something too much, but all we can say to our chairman, let it just give us the instruction that we should move, and we are willing to move for the cost of the masses to make sure that the masses receive what the West for.
Okay. Thank you, Jada. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dada. Let's pick up this person here. I think this person will be our last caller. Hello? Hello? What's your name? Where you call from? Go ahead. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mama. Thank you very much. Let's go back to the chairman quickly, but this person is here on the line. Hello. All right, Moise, go ahead. You one of the workers too? Go ahead. Mm-hmm. But that one will be the author too, and not true. Hello, the one will be the author too, and not true. I don't send money to no one not in your Nina. Oh, okay, you're not taking pay on mobile money. Oh, okay. So that the argument. All right, Chairman, you have like 30 seconds.
Yeah, Javon, let me tell those people in West Point, EAWA, Hotel Africa, Nuku Town, we just want to say thank you for the support. We remain steadfast. We remain unbending in our decision to stand up for our people. No matter the cost that may come, our people will prevail, and Minister Wilson will pay our people or give their job back. Thank you.
Well, we have to go on this note. Deconti Woto has been our guest on the final segment of the program. My name is Anthony J. Fantio Williams, and I will be here bringing you a very fascinating presentation of the Hard Talk. Until we come your way, it'll be the Wednesday. Wednesday will be here again, but tomorrow Joe Nutua Wanda will be here. Lots of interesting developments will come up every day on this program. Stay tuned. Don't you go away.
For 10 years as a fraudster, even though they know Mr. Military was convicted of tax evasion, fraud, he still defended him because he was able to get a legal contract.
Yeah, Prince Johnson nonsense. I'm not going to respond to that. We will call for welcome podium, and those who feel guilty will always feel in session. But every time you say welcome podium, they say the ugly